What's up? This is Madchild from Swollen Members and Battle Axe Warriors. I'm just going to talk about the last 4 years of my life, the addiction that I went through. I had an Oxycontin addiction, but I'll start off by talking about I'm off the shit now. I've been off it for 2 months. Thank God I'm off it. I'll talk about sort of how things started. Swollen Members was really popping off in our country. In 2002, 2003, 2004, we were running shit, and then things calmed down and we put out an album called Black Magic in 2006, and it did its thing. It wasn't as big of a commercial success, but nevertheless we toured hard in Canada. We went on tour with Ghostface and with Jizza and toured with the Black Eyed Peas, and we were doing our thing. Things were cool, but it wasn't nearly the same success that we had in the earlier years of 2000 or whatever. So after that, I just decided I'd worked long enough and I had had enough, and everything started going wrong in our lives. Our management company and record company that we were partnered up with, Network Records and Network Management, dropped us as an artist because of my affiliation with the Hells Angels. So they dropped us off their label. Terry McBride is the owner of Network Management, and he's the person that dropped us off of Network because of my association with the Hells Angels, and I guess he didn't like the lifestyle that we represented. TVT ended up closing down. That's who was distributing us in America. So we basically ended up, homeless as far as partnership with labels, homeless as far as a manager. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to take time off. We made some money, things are good. I got houses, I got girlfriends, I got my dogs, I'm happy, I've got my friends, everything is cool. I'm just gonna take a year off and have fun. When I started doing Percocets, I was like, oh my God, I found a drug that I really, really like. Because with other drugs, cocaine and ecstasy, I hate the coming down more than I like the going up. And then plus, when it's time to hook up with a girl and you're doing Percocets, people that do that know that your stamina is crazy, so you're like, Superman in bed as well. So all around, I was like, oh my God, I found the, perfect drug. This is great. So I would go to parties, and eventually 1 or 2 in a night would turn into 3 or 4, and then I've got a house anyways with a theater room set up and stuff like that, and a hot tub and everything, and a pool and shit. So girls would come over. I was like, this is great, man. And it started turning into 3 or 4 nights a week. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't just be on the weekends anymore. I'd be like, oh, it's a Wednesday, I'm gonna watch a movie, I think I'll do a couple, right? And then eventually that just turned into a daily thing. It just got to the point where I'd be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep the blinds closed, and I have a couple friends maybe sleeping over, and we just get high all day and all night. You know what I mean? We just get stoned in the day and then start drinking at night. And then that got to a point where basically I was doing 20 Percocets every day. There was no ifs, ands about it. I had to do 20 perks every day. So at that point I realized, yo man, I'm getting myself into a problem. And it was about that point that somebody told me, hey dog, you're doing synthetic heroin. And I swear to you, for the first year of my addiction, I had no idea that I was doing heroin. At that point, I tried to kick it a couple times, and I had my first experience with being dope sick, and I'll tell anybody that is the worst shit you can ever go through. Being dope sick fucking sucks. When you're on Percocets, yeah, you're in bed for a few days, 3-4 days. You're fucked up, sweating, cold shakes, all that kind of stuff, but it's nowhere as near as bad as an Oxycontin or a heroin detox. And then I found out about Oxycontin. A friend said, hey, you can take this little pill, and that's like taking all those pills in one day. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that shit. First of all, it was a little bit cheaper. But anyways, I found out I could do this little pill, and it was the same as doing 20 Percocets in a day. So I was like, perfect. Because when you're popping 20 pills, 25 pills a day, that shit is like popping a whole bunch of aspirin. And at that point, it just escalated from there, Started taking 20s. 20s turned into 40s, and then I started taking 80s. And at that point, when I started taking 80s, I could take 2 or 3 would last, 2 or 3 would last me a whole day. I could take a half, and I'd be stoned, you know what I mean? I'd go up to my parents' house or whatever and sit in the garage and take half of 80, and I'd just fucking fall out.